It's just a little bit cold out there, and right now we can see those clouds starting to break out of our area and break on up. That's going to really lead to those temperatures dropping even a little bit more by the time we get towards 7:30, when you can start lining up at the turkey trot. Right now you can see clear skies in eastern Iowa, but if we look off to our north and west, looking over towards Billings and over towards Idaho, you see that snow right there. That's all associated with a low pressure system that's going to dive just south of our area, putting us well into the snow category in the snow area of that low pressure system come into Friday and into Saturday. We'll have timing and details on that in just a minute, but for now, thinking about Thanksgiving, it's going to be a little cold. We can already see 22 degrees here in Cedar Rapids, 23 in Tama, 25 in Waterloo, and it's just going to be overall, besides that cold, just a lot nicer than it was today. Turkey trot will start off about where we're going to see right now, 22 degrees, could be even a little bit colder. When we get towards the later parts of when the turkey trot actually starts, we'll start to warm up a little bit reasonably. We can see temperatures into the 20s, even by the 30s by the time the turkey trot ends. So that's something to look forward to today. You can see the other thing we're watching though is the wind as well. Not going to be nearly as impactful as it was this time yesterday with those 50, 60 mile per hour wind gusts. Today we're looking at sustained winds anywhere from 10 to 20 miles an hour. So a lot nicer than what we've been seeing over the last 24 hours. And you can see skies going to stay clear throughout the entire day as well. But today isn't really the big story of weather. Of course, that's going to be tomorrow when we start to build in that snow cover. Most of Friday is going to be fine. So if you already have flights coming in to Cedar Rapids during the noon hours of Friday, you're going to be just fine. You want to see those clear skies. Clouds will start to build up ahead, but overall, we're not watching that snow really impact us until the later evening into the overnight hours of Friday. Temperature is not going to be too bad, around the 30s. Of course, going into tomorrow, we already have a winter storm watch issued, and we talked about that a little bit. That's just for the possibility of 6 inches or more of snow. And right now, we're pretty confident that most of eastern Iowa, especially over towards Cedar Rapids, Waterloo, and Iowa City, will at least see 6 inches of snow, locally even higher amounts as well. How will that impact you? Of course, when we get to Friday night, that's when we start to bring in that wet, heavy snow. That's when it's going to start falling, and it's going to be very impactful and very hard to drive because most crashes happen within 1 to 2 inches of snow. So you really want to be careful Friday night driving on in. That snow is going to continue through Saturday, and it's just going to overall cause slick driving conditions. Travel, just don't go out there if you don't need to. If you need to move your travel plans around, please definitely do so. After that Sunday, snow will end, but we still could see some slick spots on the roadways. So let's take a look at Predictor, show you what I'm talking about here. You can see all of today going to be overall pretty nice. Some clouds in our northern area, nothing too impactful. Saturday or Friday afternoon, that's when we could start to see those clouds start to build into the area. Look off to the west, we can already see that snow start to build its way on in. This is Friday at 7 p.m. That's when we could start to see that snow start to impact the western parts of our viewing area. And then by the time we get towards Saturday, we're going to really bring in that snow. Could be heavy at times. It's going to continue throughout all of Saturday and really not give us a break until we get to the later hours of Sunday. So of course, the thing that everybody's been wanting is those snowfall amounts. Could see some dry air mix in up in our northern counties, so we don't have the snowfall amounts higher there, but still 5 to 9 inches, 7 to 11 down in central eastern Iowa. So overall, it's going to be really heavy. Temperatures are going to drop afterwards as well. We're going to look at temperatures into the lower single digits overnight and in the 20s on the weekend.